Okay. Taking some video of the ambulance. Just got here yesterday. Oh, look at that sky, isn't that nice? Needs to be painted. Cleaned it up a little bit. And that goes into the back. Got some stuff hanging in here. Took the stretchers out and pressure washed them. They had mouse turds all over them. Not too bad in here. I mean, it needs to be, could be sanded and painted, but it's not too bad. Got two more stretchers folded up. The other two stretchers were on here, but I took them off to pressure wash them. As you can see up there, mice made a nest in there and were all over the stretchers. But I need to make room in the garage. Look at that frickin' sky. Unbelievable. But I gotta throw a bunch of stuff out. My air compressor broke. I tried fixing it, but the parts are too expensive. It's not worth it. So I had this one you hook up to the battery. And the pig grabbed it, unhooked it, and it fell and broke. So I went and bought a new one. That should do everything I gotta do. So I gotta move the toolbox into this corner. Gotta do some rearranging. Get rid of some stuff. And I think I'm gonna move that movie rack over here, I guess, somewhere. Because that has to come inside. Okay, I opened the hood. I got two new batteries for it, and when I hooked the battery up, it was in gear, and it automatically started to start by itself, and I had some stuff in the front, and it pretty much ran everything over. The starter was jammed. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it works off a lever inside for your foot. And it's actually behind that. Anyway, that spring was stuck in. So I figured I'd take the starter out. But to take the starter out, I read the manual, and that dipstick has to come off. Dipstick tube. And for military, since it's waterproof, you have to pull the pan, the oil pan, and there's a nut and a washer and a rubber grommet, I guess, because you can drive the military vehicles underwater. So you got to pull that apart, and the distributor has to come out because there's no room to get the starter out with it in there. So I planned on not doing that. That was too much work for me. So I messed with it and sprayed the shit out of that spring and vice grips, and I finally got it to work. So I got it to crank. And then all the linkage on the carburetor, everything down the bottom, all the cables are rusted, the choke is rusted. Take this off. All the cables back there, I had to rip it all apart. But I got it to run, and it runs good. Alright, let's try and start her. Turn the switch on. Hit the switch with your pedal. She's running and she's outside. The starter switch is down here somewhere. Pain in the ass with the spare tire on the side. The latch is over here, but when you're inside, you got to bend over. Well, if it's going to rain or not. It's supposed to be nice. Nice and blue over there. But anyway, I took 2 more cots out of the ambulance. I pressure washed them. Did a little bit of cleaning in the garage, some rearranging. Put the bolt nuts and bolts over here. I gotta straighten this up. My tools. But I made room so I can pull the ambulance in. Got my movie rack over there. This way I can have our meetings, our club meetings in here now. Got the coffee pot, which I gotta clean out. Coffee cups. My Army medical stuff. Our break room. Got some chairs in here, some couches. My TV. VHS. DVD and Blu-ray. And some more military stuff up there. My Geiger counters. Flashlights. Another medical kit. Got some stuff up here. Alright, today is Sunday, Father's Day. I think it's June 16th, 2019. I've been working on the ambulance for a couple days here. Got it running good. Doesn't stop though. I've been working on the brakes. And the inside's pretty clean. I mean, I'll pull it out, but I've been messing with these brakes. Took me a while to get it running. The carburetor was, the starter was jammed. It started a crank and ran a bunch of stuff over because I had it in gear. It had a bunch of stuff in front. It kind of ran everything over. And then all the linkage on the carburetor was seized and locked up and frozen, so I got that. So it's running good, it just doesn't stop. So I tried bleeding it. The master cylinder was shot. So let me see, I was going to rebuild my master cylinder, but it's pretty bad. I took it all apart, but I got a new master cylinder and new wheel cylinders. I don't think I'll need them, but my buddy Ernie gave me or lent me until I replace them. I got 4 new wheel cylinders. I got some new brake lines, flexible brake lines. These are brand new, but I can't get my old ones off. But the master cylinder, let me see, hold on. There's the new master cylinder. This seems to be working pretty good. I adjusted it, but I'm not getting any fluid at any of the wheels. So I've been checking the lines. Is that it? I can't see. That's not it. Anyway, the T, where it splits off, I loosened the brake lines on that, and the fluid's coming out of there. But I checked it all the way to the front and all the way to the back. I'm not getting fluid. So there's some kind of blockage. So that line there on the front rear, I'm trying to take that off, but it won't turn. And of course the camera won't fit. But it's connected to that. And I can't get the brake line off. I don't know where it's clogged. I don't know. So I have no brakes other than the emergency brake. That works. But I can't get to nothing. So it's one thing at a time. I thought I'd have it done by now, but I bought this cheap ass creeper from Harbor Freight. Just bought this the other day. And the wheels. Put a little bit of tension on it and they stick. Just hold on. You try and roll around and it stops like you're running stuff over. So that's going to go back. So as you can see, she's been running good, shifts good, drives good, just won't stop. So she's got a new master cylinder, new brake fluid, just not getting to the lines. But I gotta finish cleaning up this room. I pulled it out because I had brake fluid everywhere. So and the creeper is a piece of shit. That's gotta go back to Harbor Freight. So that's what I got for now. And a couple of people have been trying to get a hold of me, but I lost my phone. And I guess the battery's dead because I've had people trying to call me, trying to message me. It's out here somewhere. So I can't find my phone. So if anybody's been trying to get a hold of me, until I find my phone. So I gotta find somebody that knows what the hell they're doing about brakes, because I don't know shit. I can change brake pads and brake shoes, but when it comes to lines and it's not my forte. It's not my not my thing.